fresh coffee and bagels too. A new day is waiting for us. We got lots of fun stuff to do. Let's go to the zoo and feed the monkeys. I can lend them your baseball cap. Let's make the day a barrel of fun. Growing up is just a trap. Don't it seem like a drag? Like putting all of your joy in a big brown bag. I won't listen to any of that jazz. No, I'll never grow up. I'll never grow up. Growing up is just a big fat trap. I take pride in never working a day. Can't see the use of it anyway. Who can think I'm such a load of crap? Growing up is just a trap. Well, don't it seem like a drag? Oh, like putting all of your joy in a big brown bag.
Good morning. It's almost 9:30 and I'm not yet ready for the day. Bless. We've accomplished a lot of stuff so far today. I've, had my normal morning rhythm and routine as far as getting up and drinking my first cup of coffee and then reading my Bible. Jared and I have been going on walks in the morning because it is so nice in the mornings right now, and we are taking advantage of that. We do about 2 miles. Some mornings it's a little bit less. This morning it was slightly more than 2 miles. So that has kind of become the current pattern for the past several days. I like it. And then normally what happens is I come right back in. Girls are already working on getting their breakfast going, and we work on just getting ready for the day and getting the house moving. So this morning I wound up assisting the girls a lot more with getting breakfast going and adjusting things and answering all the questions and what have you. So I wound up not getting myself finished. So now that I've got a few minutes, I'm gonna do that while I wait for my egg custard to finish cooking in the Instant Pot. Yeah. All right, girls are already actively doing some lesson work. I am waiting for my egg custard, and in the meantime, I'm gonna get the kitchen a little bit tidied up. There's a lot of crumbs on the floor, so I'd like to manage that now so that way later on, it's not sort of like a nagging thought in my brain. Wow. That went differently than it has in the past. Normally it doesn't break free from the container that I have put in the Instant Pot. So that poofed up a lot. And the container only was about half full when I poured my mixture in there. So that's kind of fun. I need to grab some hot pads. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. I'm gonna let this cool down for probably 15 minutes or so before I attempt to take a bite because I enjoy having my taste buds not burned. It's been more than 15 minutes. I got sidelined with some lesson work, and as you can see, my custard has officially gone back to its original size. And normally the way I like to eat an egg custard is with butter on top. So I'm going to grab probably, I don't know, 1.5 tablespoons is about what that looks like. And have this for breakfast. We'll give it a little taste test. Smear the butter because it's now, you know, it's not super hot anymore, so the butter's not going to melt super well, but all right. It's a lovely little custard. Lots of butter on there. I like that vanilla cream flavor in there. That's good. Okay, that's really tasty. I'm gonna go eat this for breakfast and I'll see you when I see you. I'm about a quarter of the way through my egg custard and I realized I forgot to look at my ketone readings. So here we go. I am currently at a 0.3. It's been about 45 minutes since I had breakfast and I am still sitting here at a 0.3, which is impossible to read there. Oh well. SciBio did update their app a little bit to where the scale is larger on the graph, so it's a little bit easier to see those fluctuations, but you still cannot pinch to zoom or see anything further detailed than that. So I feel like they're slowly but surely making progress with the app. It's just, it's slow. Okay, for dinner tonight, I have pulled a pork loin roast from the freezer. This is going to sit here and thaw until I'm ready to cook that. Hopefully it does thaw. If not, we are going to have to come up with a contingency plan. If you're new around these parts, I'd love to have you subscribe and stick around. Consider sharing this video as well. For lunch, I have some sloppy joes. I have a recipe video here on my channel showing you how I make sloppy joes. So if you want the recipe for this, I do that, have that here on my channel. I made some cheese buns that I also have the recipe for, I believe, here on my channel. And I topped that with some of my homemade mayonnaise. Also a recipe I have here on my channel. And I have a few cucumbers for some freshness. I have a cup of decaf coffee. It's just straight up black coffee. And I'm gonna go do my live stream chat that I do with Neely from Indigo Neely. And if you are unaware that we do a live stream weekly, you are now aware. I would love to have you join us on those days that we do this. Currently, we are doing Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, so you should join us. We're back. Live stream is done. Coffee is done. If you did miss our live stream, there will be a replay here on my channel and on Neely's channel. Also, the air in here is so dry, I feel like I could just cough. I need some water. That's what I need. Maybe I need some electrolytes. I haven't looked at my ketone numbers in a few hours, so I pulled up my app to check on those. Presently, I am at a 0.3. Right there. While we were on our coffee chat, I did hit a 0.5, but you know, it was a short blip, short-lived. So I'm still not in ketone, as the app claims. In ketone, that's funny to me. And if I go, oh, come on, there, respond to my finger. If I go to my app, this is the graph for the first 12 days that I've had the ketone monitor applied. I only have 2 days left, so there's that. It's definitely not fantastic, and I tend to hang around that 0.3 mark on average for most of the time. So yeah, Just a wee bit of information for you there. I am starting to be very concerned about my pork roast here. I don't think it's going to be fully defrosted by the time that we have to leave for our activities this evening. So I'm gonna have to come up with a contingency plan and let this finish thawing out in the fridge. It is still very cold to the touch, so it will be food safe, fear not. So yeah, I'm gonna have to sort something different out. I've dug through the fridge, the freezers, all of the places, and I am gonna do a quick skillet dinner type situation. This is usually an old standby for me when we are either pressed for time or I don't have a clue what to make. So basically what it is a sausage and pepper skillet. I use some beef smoked sausage and some peppers and onions, red peppers, green peppers, and white onions in this mix. And then I will serve that after cooking it in a skillet over some riced cauliflower. Sometimes I make my own riced cauliflower. Sometimes I buy it in bags. The bought bags version is nice to keep in the freezer for days such as this. I've been playing around with some ingredients here and I don't know what I've got going, but it's kind of meh and I've tried it out. Basically, I have been trying to create some kind of like a candy, like chewy type candy. It's not going well. I used some banana keto chow. I used my homemade baking blend, some gelatin, and water and butter. And now I'm sort of, you know, cutting these little fellas up. They're kind of like a truffle, but kind of not. I did roll them around in some allulose to kind of give them like a sweet-ish coating if my camera wants to focus there. I don't know. It kind of almost tastes like a banana like cookie dough. This is what the entire serving looks like, or the entire batch looks like. So I cut off like one section, taste tested it. I might cut off a second section and taste test it, but then also stick the rest of this in the fridge to see what happens. But for now, this is not a recipe, but it is something that I'm eating on a keto way of life. So I wanted to make sure to document that. Here is dinner. I have some of the sausage and pepper skillet on top of a bed of some cauli rice. I poured some mayonnaise, homemade mayonnaise on top, and added some sriracha for a little bit of heat. And on the side, I have some Good Culture cottage cheese. We're getting ready to leave here in about 15 minutes, and I never had electrolytes today, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix up a decaf cup of coffee with some of the chocolate salt from Element. That's a delicious way for me to get some electrolytes in. They do not sponsor my videos right now, so no need to fear there, but this is what I'm gonna take with me on our evening activities. For my evening snack tonight, I have some yogurt. I added a scoop of the Perfect Keto Strawberry MCT oil powder. And I added in about 1/3 a cup of the Perfect Keto chocolate cereal. This flavor powder is my absolute favorite product from Perfect Keto. It is so stinking good. Okay, so I have that here. It's gonna make a delightful little evening snack. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you next time.